What's going on, Bulls Nation? My name's Jordan, and this is just another year Chicago Bulls. Today, we're going to be talking about Baba Miller, his strengths, his weaknesses, comparison, and what my thoughts are on taking Baba Miller at 38 if he's there. Before we get into that, if you're excited for the draft, I know I am, hit that like button. All right, so about Baba Miller. He's 22. He's a senior. He played forward for Cincinnati. 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan. He's got some good size for him. Even though playing that 4 is probably where he's going to end up being in the NBA. Baba Miller's 2025-2026 season stats with Cincinnati. He played 31.8 minutes per game, shot 52.9% from the field, averaged 13 points, 3.7 assists, 10.3 rebounds, 1.2 blocks, and 0.7 steals. Now, some of the strengths of Baba Miller. He's got an elite physical profile. He's nearly 6'11" barefoot with that 7'2" wingspan, and even has a 9'3" standing reach. So he's got an excellent size for a forward. Could potentially be ran ran as a Evan Mobley type of guy. The Evan Mobley, Jared Allen lineup type of deal. He's got great playmaking and passing for a big man, for a forward. He's got great court vision and passing instincts. He operates really well in short roll scenarios and delivers a crisp live dribble passes, runs dribble handoffs, and he can even push the ball in coast to coast transition. So he's making plays for himself. He's making plays for others, and his handle looks fairly nice considering he is 6'11". His defensive versatility, he possesses a lateral agility and the footwork to switch out onto the perimeter guards, wings, and then combined with his length, he's a great weak side rim protector around the basket. So he has the ability to guard 1 through 5, be that help defender, and even start. He can start and finish breaks. And then his rebounding, he's highly active on the offensive glass. Just about every missed shot, he's probably going up to put it back, going for that putback dunk. Just having him around improves the team's offensive rebounding rate because of his length and his high motor. Now on to them weaknesses. He's pretty inconsistent with his outside shooting. He struggles to space the floor reliably. His 3-point percentage was hovering around 19-20% in his collection of later college years, and he's an under 66% career free throw percentage. So the line work and the outside work could definitely use some gym time, use some reps. I have functional strength because he does lack a little bit of functional strength. Even though he's bulked up, he can still be displaced or outmuscled by stronger traditional big men and wings in the post when he's trying to play bully ball. So even though he does have the the good footwork and the height and length, he can still get pushed around a little bit depending on who it is that he's guarding. Um, he does have a turnover proneness. His decision making and ball security can at times be a little erratic, which obviously leads to unforced turnovers and forcing passes into tight, crowded spaces. With the right team, he's not going to be needing to be the one making plays or being the one forced to make plays. So I don't see that as too big of an issue. But at the same time, you want to keep turnovers down as much as you can. Then his defensive discipline. He's highly capable of being a great defender, but his defensive focus can fluctuate. He's sometimes susceptible to overreacting to pump fakes or over relying on his athleticism rather than a sound mechanical technique. So he's definitely out there not necessarily thinking as much and just playing. And then I put most likely a 4 because depending on for Bulls wise, we don't have a center. Depending on who falls to pick 4 and then who is taken at pick 15, we're going to need a big at some point. We're going to need someone that can run the 5, which I think Miller can run the 5, but I don't think he's going to be a primary 5. I think he's going to be a 4 played beside a primary 5 and then occasionally be slid down to the 5 depending on matchups. But that is my thought. I mean, for at least the early days, he can always get a little bit more weight on him, get that functional strength up and whatnot, and come to the point of being, big, not bullied. So into the comparison, I have a modern day Serge Ibaka and Jonathan Isaac. I think the size and build fit well for those comparisons. The skill set and ability are pretty similar wise. The defense is there, even though sometimes it's a little fluctuate, but I think he plays very similarly to how a modern day Serge would play and how Jonathan Isaac has played when he's been healthy. My thoughts on Baba Miller. There's a lot of options at pick 38. As I was saying when talking about him playing the 4, say we take Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson's the guy that falls. And then say 15, we take Cameron Carr. We're probably going to want a big man at 38. Granted, I am on the train of take the best player available. I think that is the best move. I think that is the move that they will go with. But again, there's a lot of options at pick 38, and there's so many directions that they could go. I think Baba Miller is definitely one of the best options at 38, depending on where he how it's looking, where he goes. If he's not taken before 38, I like him. I think it would be a good pick, and I I would not be upset with Baba Miller, even though I think needing a 5 or drafting a 5 would be very beneficial, whether it be 38 or 56 that we draft a big at. I think a big does need to be acquired somewhere in this draft and not just fours and guards, because we already have an overstock of forwards, which is the first time since AK came in. We've always been guard heavy, and now we kind of swapped it up and we're pretty forward heavy compared to guard heavy. So, but that's also to say that some of the guys, a decent bit of the guys on the roster aren't going to be sticking around. But those are my thoughts on Baba Miller. What are your thoughts on Baba Miller? Would you take Baba if he is available? If he's on the board at 38? Let me know if you would definitely take him or if you're going to look somewhere else or at a different player. And with that being said, while you're down there leaving that comment, hit that subscribe button, share it with somebody, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video, and you can stay updated with all things Chicago Bulls. We're only about 60 subs away from that 1900 mark, and we would thoroughly appreciate it if you added to it. And that's the end of the video for today. Thanks for joining, and enjoy the rest of your day, evening, afternoon, night, whenever you're watching. Peace.